Seth Rollins reunites with Roman Reigns to destroy Breakker and Reed at WWE SNME. Welcome back, WWE Insider. The arena lights are still buzzing, the crowd's roar echoing like distant thunder, but backstage, Seth Rollins stands frozen in a dimly lit corridor, his chest heaving, eyes locked on the man he swore he'd never forgive. Roman Reigns steps out of the shadows, blood trickling from a cut above his eye, the tribal chief's armor cracked for the first time in years. No cameras, no script, just two brothers who once burned the world down together, now staring at the ashes of what they lost. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. The air is thick with unspoken apologies. Seth's hands tremble as he reaches out, not for a handshake, but for the dog tag hanging from Roman's neck, the same one they both wore during the Shield days. His voice cracks. "I thought you were gone forever." Roman's eyes glisten. "I never left you, Seth. I left him." He jerks his head toward the monitor where Braun Breakker and Bronson Reed are still celebrating their brutal assault on the Bloodline earlier tonight. The same assault that left Solo Sikoa unconscious and Jimmy Uso with a fractured orbital. Seth's jaw tightens. He remembers the call at 3 a.m. last week. Becky's voice shaking as she told him Roman had collapsed in the gym, doctors whispering about heart complications from years of undetected steroid damage. The tribal chief, invincible on TV, had been quietly fighting for his life. "I should have been there," Seth whispers, guilt choking him. He'd been too proud, too angry after the betrayal at SummerSlam 2022, when Roman chose power over family. But tonight, seeing Roman wheeled out on a stretcher after Breakker's spear nearly punctured his lung, something broke inside the visionary. Roman grips Seth's shoulder, the same grip that once lifted him through tables and hellfire. "We end this. Together. For Jimmy. For Solo. For us." His voice is raw, not the chief's command, but a brother begging for redemption. Backstage medics swarm, but Seth waves them off. He's not here for treatment. He's here for war. The tension is suffocating, crew members whispering about the scandal that's about to erupt. Two of WWE's biggest stars, enemies for years, reuniting in secret to dismantle the new monsters terrorizing the roster. Triple H watches from the gorilla position, arms crossed, tears in his eyes. He remembers burying his own best friend, remembers the grief that nearly ended his career. He nods at Seth and Roman, a silent blessing. This isn't a storyline. This is survival. The locker room is a mausoleum. Jimmy Uso sits with an ice pack over his swollen face, his wife Naomi holding his hand, both silently weeping. They'd been planning a family vacation next week, the first in years. Now, Jimmy can't even see out of his left eye. Seth kneels beside him. "I'm sorry I wasn't here to stop it." Jimmy just nods, too broken to speak. The betrayal stings deeper than the injury. Breakker had promised loyalty, then turned on them the second Reed offered power. Roman's phone buzzes. It's Paul Heyman, voice trembling from a hospital bed in Stamford. "They're saying I might not walk again after Reed's tsunami on the announce table." The wise man, the architect of empires, reduced to a frail man clinging to life. Seth's fists clench so hard his knuckles bleed. He remembers Heyman's daughter, only 12, asking him at a signing if her dad would be okay. He'd lied then. He won't now. The corridor erupts as Breakker and Reed strut past, laughing, mocking the Bloodline's downfall. Reed spits on Roman's championship belt, left discarded after the attack. Seth's vision goes red. He lunges, but Roman holds him back. "Not here. Not like this." Instead, they wait. In the darkness of the production truck, monitors flickering with replays of Solo's lifeless body. Seth's mind flashes to his own daughter, Rousey, only 4 years old. What if this was her father? The grief twists into rage. At Saturday night's main event, the arena is electric, but backstage, it's a funeral. Roman's cousins, the Usos' mother, flies in, clutching a rosary, praying for her boys. She hugs Seth like a son, whispering, "Bring my family back." The reunion happens in silence. No pyro. No music. Just Seth's old shield vest, patched and faded, laid across Roman's shoulders like a baptism. They lock eyes in the mirror, two men who've lost everything, now reclaiming it with blood. The bell rings. Breaker and Reed charge like bulls, but they don't see the ghosts behind the men they're facing. Seth's curb stomp connects with Breaker's skull, the impact echoing like a gunshot. Roman's spear folds Reed in half, a sound like snapping timber. And in the end, as the bodies lie broken, Seth and Roman stand tall, arms raised, not in victory, but in healing. The crowd chants, "Shield! Shield!" But backstage, the real story unfolds. A family reborn from the brink of death, betrayal, and unimaginable grief. This is what loyalty looks like when the cameras stop rolling, when love outweighs legacy, and when two brothers choose each other over everything else. Hit that bell, join the family, and never forget, in WWE, the greatest stories aren't written. They're lived.